February 3rd, 7:30. Come on down to the Irish Rover. We're going to be doing a benefit show for my friend's brain tumor. He could use all the help that he could get at the moment. Living expenses, hospital bills, his sex addiction. Ouch. I mean, the things we struggle with on a daily basis, he's just doubled that, folks. Think about that just a moment.
Really puts perspective.
Just think about all the bullshit that you deal with and you take personally for no fucking reason. All the things you have no control over and worry about way too much.
Me.
Me. Well, go fuck yourself. Because my friend Oshee has a brain tumor. And we're doing a comedy event February 3rd. So come on down. There's going to be drink specials, half-price burgers, raffles, prizes, all the good stuff. A brain tumor is going to be there.
Tumors and humors.
Tumors and humors. Why didn't you make my poster? Irish Rover, February 3rd, 7:30. It's going to be an event to remember.
Broken Brain fundraiser.
The Broken Brain Benefit Comedy Show. See you there, folks. Yeah. Sound effects. Well, what is the date today? I was going to write that down.
Time for you to get watch.
7/22. Welcome to the new year. Can you believe it?
No.
You ended and started off with a strong finish beginning.
I started all those fires.
Yeah, that was you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I thought I saw it in the news.
Planted all those stories that guy wrote.
Yeah.
It was mine.
Started COVID again.
Yeah, I did the new COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
I actually have both the mayor and fucking governor's kids.
Nice. And speed dial?
No, in a basement.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a power trip thing.
Yeah.
I don't even really care about saving lives.
Well, as long as you keep them playing instruments, I think that's like the main goal.
Yeah, we're doing like the Shags, you know that band? I'm like forcing them to be in a basement with like a bunch of religious imagery.
Tight.
Because they're going to be a famous band one day.
You do look like you could have been involved with David Kresh.
Yeah.
Not even just like one of his good buddies.
Right.
You look
So
like
what
David
happened is
Kresh's
like
good buddy.
I went to a palm reader and got hooked. Got hooked right away. And then they said that I'm gonna lead John Hickenlooper's kids or whoever it is. I don't really care. I didn't vote. But whoever is incumbent, I'm gonna lead their kids into being the world's greatest pop band.
Tight.
So I need to go steal them.
Please do.
Bring them to northern Vermont on the property where Gigi Allen's father.
All right, I'm over it. I'm over it. Evan, do you want to count us in? I mean, I appreciate.
Anyway, I'm supposed to.
We got a big town hall meeting.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's
Okay,
do this.
big countdown from 4,
Whoa.
3, 2. Do you hear that buzzing?
There's a bit of a buzz.
Right? I think it might be.
All right, while you're doing that, so I got to dig all their graves and like show them, and be like, if you don't become the greatest musicians of all time and smear your shit on punks.
Yeah, don't do that. Anyways, I mean, town hall meeting. Is that what you're holding?
Well, it's like a captive audience.
I'm trying to.
I don't hear it. That's good.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, that's
You
professional.
sound
Buzzing in the
technician.
light.
I know. I was confused the whole time. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about buzzing.
I'm a crazy person.
No, I heard it.
Hell yeah. Oshee seconds.
I'm crazy now.
Oshee's buzzing.
Fucking loco. I might also have a brain tumor, but I do. I'm just saying that might be why.
Might be having feedback.
It might have been my brain tumor. I backed off a bit.
That was my first question.
Okay.
Does it cause any phone interference?
Let's do a countdown.
I can't
first.
do Instagram stories.
Let's get this thing rolling.
I know.
No numbers, just going right.
Oh yeah, no numbers. We
Raw
missed
dog.
that. The timing's gone. Back again here at Slaughterhouse Studios. This is Come In, We're Open. My guest today, I'm gonna let introduce himself, but I will say his name, and I'm stoked to have him here. He reached out to me, wanted to do the podcast, wanted to be honest about some things. He's got some things to talk about. Please welcome Oshee Baugus.
Hello.
And his lovely mother.
My mother,
His mother's
Leah.
in the house.
My mom is here.
Shay Mom.
Oshee mom, Miss
Oshee mom.
Baugus. What is
Link.
Link?
Leah Link.
Link?
Yeah.
That's a rad name.
Okay.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Leah
Nice.
Link. She's like a fucking Stan Lee character.
Yeah, that's tight. Link Bog. Link just Baugus.
No,
Baugus.
she's like
Oh,
married.
gotcha. What's the first name?
Leah.
Leah. Okay, I was thinking first name was Link.
No,
Nice.
Leah Link.
Well, here we are. Welcome to Come In, We're Open. Oshee, I'm gonna let you. What's been going on the last 2 weeks, pal?
Oh, not a lot. You know, it's pretty slow. It's like a quiet New Year, and then I had a seizure and found out I have a brain tumor.
Yeah. That's so. What day was this?
That was on the 29th.
The 29th. So yeah, like I said, ending and finishing off the year strong. Right when you thought you're gonna maybe
I was like,
finish
hey, man.
off,
This is one of the worst years in recorded history. It's over.
dude.
We're getting back to normal.
It's the most amazing thing when things like keep stacking up the last few years. And then it's just like, okay, you do the math and it's just tear jerking. You're like,
Right.
I don't even want it. And then shit throws you another one.
This is the start of like 2020, 2021
Yeah.
worst year. 2021 wasn't even that bad. I had a great time.
Yeah. Well, I
Probably
mean,
too
yeah.
good of a time.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
Catching up to me. I
Yeah.
think I'd say.
All right. So the 29th, you have a seizure. What time of the day is that?
It was like 3:30 a.m.
3:30
I was
a.m..
playing Spider-Man on PS4. And
You rolling solo or who was hanging out?
yeah, I was just in my room. I collected all the backpacks because there's a collection and you can buy stuff. I was playing a video game. And-
Oh yeah. It's like, I got it now.
So anyway, I was playing fucking video games in my room at 3 a.m. just being a scumbag.
Yeah.
You know.
Understandable.
And then,
as I would picture.
and you ever like play yeah. You ever play video games so long that you like kind of like, oh, I'm in the video game now. You get a little
Yeah.
bit like a dissociative thing.
Yeah, I've been playing Samurais lately, and I'm all about
Ghost
it.
of Tsushima? Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
bet.
dude, we'll watch Shogun Assassins any day of the week.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Right, I saw it.
I'm ready.
Yeah, no, fucking don't
my
worry.
samurai-
I'm not going to have a seizure because of the it's okay.
We were actually brought in the strobe lights, so we're gonna try some things
Sick.
out later on in the
Hell
episode.
yeah, dude.
No.
Can't wait till you do the fucking one of those sign a waiver
Yeah.
escape rooms.
I thought it would be weird
Waterboard me.
if I had you in here and we talked for an hour and a half, and I just avoided the conversation
That would be fun.
and be like, "Yeah, well, I mean, it snowed.
It snowed.
It
man.
snowed the last
And
2
it's-
days."
and it's melting now.
Yeah, you're like,
Really warm.
you're like
today.
brain tumor. Oh man, the weather.
Yeah, I mean we can talk about whatever.
No. So 3 a.m. playing video games, rolling solo.
And then yeah, all of a sudden there's like a sepia filter in my vision.
Yeah.
Like it got all weirdly tan, and I was like, I gotta splash water in my face.
That cures everything.
I know
The old
and I
the old
I
remedy
don't-
of splash the water on your face.
I don't know how well it worked, but I did get to the bathroom.
Yeah.
My roommate heard me in there doing something,
Mm-hmm.
and I came out. And then at this point, like by the time I hadn't even like touched the doorknob,
And blacked out.
no more memories.
Yeah.
So I went out there, got to the bathroom, came back, fucking plopped on the floor. My roommate heard it downstairs. He came up. He comes and walks up to me. He's like, why are you on the ground?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not on the ground. And he's like, that's not good.
Yeah.
You're definitely on the ground.
So he took you at that point to like ER?
No, he called the ambulance.
Ambulance.
Came. They sat me down in my room, asked me a bunch of questions that I thought I was nailing. I thought I was like, man, I don't know what, I think I just passed
I like
out.
the amount of confidence you have
I
after
must have
Seizure.
stood up too fast, man. I had those little light bugs you can't swipe away. I was like,
You're like, my spidey senses are tingling.
I should have drank more coconut water earlier. I think I'm just dehydrated. But no, yeah, supposedly they're like, hey, who's the president? I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Which also
That
crushing
might-
it.
that could have just been an honest one. But yeah, so they got me on my bed, just doing diagnostics, all that shit. And then we
It's
moved
called
to
an
the
assessment.
assessment.
Diagnostic.
We're
They
past this
touched him
point.
in some
We already
places.
know.
Yeah.
They molested me in the
Yeah.
ambulance. And so, yeah, don't remember getting up out of my room, getting to the ambulance. Somehow got there. By the time I'm in the ambulance, I'm on the phone with my mom.
Damn.
I had unlocked my phone and called her in a seizure blackout. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I think that's like human instincts. You're like, my mom is important.
My mommy.
Yeah.
My mommy will
I
love me.
want this. I mean, because
And
I've
she's
called
a
my mom.
nurse.
Yeah.
So, like, best person to call.
For sure. For sure.
So I'm sitting in the back, and she's like talking to me too. She's doing her own assessment along with their assessment, and she's like, "Where are you? What year is it?" And I'm like, who cares?"
Yeah. That's heavy.
And yeah, I'm starting to come to in the ambulance, really getting it together. Not as much like what is it, LOC, something of consciousness, level of
Altered
consciousness.
mental status, level of consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's starting to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And get to the ER. I'm there for a few hours, like at least 3, right?
Not even talking to a doctor yet.
Yeah,
Or you're
I
like-
think they got me in there and got a CT scan pretty quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, within, I want to say within an hour. I was,
Yeah. So they got the CT scan. They're like, well, there's just definitely something in there.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is. There's some kind of mass. Could be a cyst. Could be a tumor. Whatever it is. They do that. They order the MRI. I go in the MRI. That takes fucking forever. I think it's like 20 minutes. I just got to sit in there while they scan my head.
And their
then,
anxiety written.
honestly, I once the CT, they told me about the CT scan. They're like, there's a mass in there. We don't know what it is. That freaked me out. Immediately, I was freaked out.
Yeah.
But they
And,
gave
like,
us options.
and then
too.
they-
They said it could be vascular, it could be a cyst, or it could be a tumor.
right. They didn't know what it was.
We were hoping for the best.
And they just
Cyst
like
or
they
vascular.
yeah.
They were like, we
And
just
they
saw
just served
something.
it up to you.
We got to see what it is with an MRI, get more clear imaging. And then when I went into the MRI, I was actually weirdly calmed down by that point. I was
Yeah.
like, fine. And then they scanned it, and they're like, well, it's a tumor. And I was like, well, this is it now. This is just what's happening.
Fuck.
And like that was kind of the first point at which there's this weird calmness about it.
I was gonna ask, like, your feelings at that point in time
Yeah, it's like,
when he's breaking it down to you. Was the guy at least like it seemed like a cool hang?
oh no,
No, damn it.
No, the hospital I went to blew. They didn't.
That's the worst.
They made a bunch of assumptions. The dude was like on like a 20-hour overnight, like on call. So he was like
Yeah.
probably sleeping 10 minutes before he.
Was he
came
like
and
the
told me I
schmuck
have a
who's like,
tumor.
I got bad news and I got bad news. What do you want first?
No, he assumed what the tumor was. He assumed where it was. He was wrong. He had
Oh,
the imaging.
Okay. Like I just sounds
He knew, like, he could have looked at it again before he walked
Yeah.
back in the room, or even on the monitor right
Yeah.
next to where I'm fucking sitting in a bed.
he could have
He's like,
educated himself.
yeah, it's up here, but it's fucking way back here in a fold. Like,
It's towards the back of his frontal lobe.
yeah. It's
Closer
like
to
in the
the
parietal lobe where there's like a seam. It's
Yeah.
in there. And he's like, yeah, it's not. It's right here. And he just pointed at his forehead. It's stupid.
Well, yeah, that. So you're weirdly calm at this point. I feel like, I mean, you're a cool character in general, and I feel like most situations that I've ever been in with you, whether it's outside of a mic or a rowdy heckler, you're a cool temperature for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Besides
not
that
like,
one time at Monkey Barrel, but
well,
I mean, we won't bring it
cool
up.
in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty badass.
I fucking ruined that guy, dude.
I'm curious. Back to the seizure really quickly. What exactly is a seizure?
It's electrical impulses going through your head in a place they shouldn't. It's like
Or
across the
stops.
surface, or it stops. It's just like, it's weird. It's kind of, they don't fully understand them. They know how to treat them. They know how to stop them. But they're like, yeah, this is weird. We don't get it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like that
Intracranial
buzz we
pressure.
heard
That's a
earlier.
big one. Yeah, I was having a seizure into the mic. No, it's like intracranial pressure can mess with it. So like the reason I had a seizure is because there's more brain than there should be in there.
Something, yeah. It's
So
not
that,
supposed
like,
to.
it messed up the fucking, I don't know, pH balance, whatever.
Yeah.
Equilibrium.
The amount of atmospheres in my head was the wrong amount because there's more fucking useless brain matter in there.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm so goddamn smart. I need extra.
One of the first questions I have written down is, have you named it?
Was it Jedediah? Someone else named
Jedediah.
it.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel? Was he
I
Amish?
didn't-
You have an Amish brain tumor?
Yeah, I didn't want to name it
I don't get
Because
sense.
he doesn't
like-
want to keep it.
because
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to abort it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it makes it harder.
I do. Okay. I mean, that totally. You could give it. You could, give it a number if
Yeah.
that's. I don't know.
69.
Yeah.
Like jail time.
Yeah.
420 blazes.
Yeah. Inmate 374.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could put inmate in front of any of its name.
Right.
And then
here's the other thing. I don't want to name it either because then they might charge me like a pet
Yeah.
thing, like
You're
a
like,
pet premium on my
It
lease.
hasn't been supporting me well.
It's
like-
technically another occupant.
It's a unstable. It's a not. It's an emotional support, but in the bad way.
Like I've had to kick out a roommate before, but this is ridiculous.
I mean, you're taking up space. You're causing me stress.
You're eating all the chicken, bro.
I will say I had seizures when I was 15, 16 years old,
Yeah.
and they came in heavy. Where I had like 8 in one day.
Damn.
I
Can I
always
ask-
had them in my sleep.
Was this alcohol?
So they did blood tests, they did brain scans, they did the works, and nothing came up.
It's just weird, random shit.
And they basically diagnosed me with a junior epilepsy. That's what they called it, which was, I think, something they made up.
Like Donkey Kong Jr.
You're like, you'll grow out of it.
Your epilepsy had a spinny,
Yeah.
multicolored hat
Yeah, I
and
had
a lollipop.
Yeah, it had its own playroom attached to. No, but so they diagnosed me with a junior epilepsy.
You actually have Spy Kids
Yeah.
epilepsy.
So sometimes when kids are younger, their hormones get overactive.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can trigger.
I could and they basically
Doing a lot of fucking.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. They
No, he probably
basically
wasn't.
said it was stress related too, and I was abusing alcohol pretty heavily,
Yeah, because I know I had a
and just like masking whatever
I had
feelings
a
I was going
girlfriend
through.
that has like severe epilepsy,
Yeah.
photo sensitive. It was like a problem.
Yeah,
She had like some kind of like implant that would keep it. No, that was her friend. No, she just took medicine. But
Yeah.
she fuck, what was I gonna say about that?
Well, I mean, even we had a friend, and I remember elementary school. He was diabetic,
Mhm.
and it would break down and like
Oh.
freak everyone out.
Yeah,
I mean, at least that's what I was
Well,
like.
like
I don't know, that kid
hypoglycemic
possessed.
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would just have a seizure every once in a great while when he wasn't keeping himself up.
No, yeah, I was gonna say she had to regulate her alcohol because alcohol is a big one for seizures.
It's
If you abuse it too much,
Yeah.
or like you're just drinking too regularly, it can definitely.
I
Fuck
feel
you
like
up.
any drug will put in a weird chemical balance, no
Some
matter.
of them don't. No, not for seizures specific.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was like, but I feel like if you like use drugs, no matter what drug it is, over a certain amount of time, your brain's gonna get in that pattern.
Sure.
Rather than being like, oh, I have these healthy things that pump into my brain naturally, rather than the endorphins that I force into them. You know.
Sure.
But
But I mean, like
that's also why
marijuana-
drugs are cool.
Marijuana is like good for epilepsy.
Yeah, for sure. And
This is
I
the
mean, I
different
smoke
weird shit.
marijuana. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still don't think I have the healthiest habit with reefer.
No.
Like I still abuse that 100%.
Or like no one should smoke it, but it's
Yeah.
just more fun.
Did they give you any medication or just tell you to smoke weed? No,
I
just,
got
it is Colorado.
I think someone actually at one point was like, "Hey, looking at CBD." But
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
some healthcare professional I think did actually say that.
Yeah.
Like, I might want to supplement that.
Yeah.
Fucking I have Kepro, and then I have a steroid just to keep dexamethasone, just to keep it. They didn't see any swelling. Didn't look like it had actually like gone into any vascular. Like they're thinking it's like lower grade, like
Okay.
of the options it could be. It's not really
Still
looking
pretty
like.
new.
It's still scary.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
it's
fucking-
incredibly scary.
yeah.
But like, it looks like it's just at this point some like I think it was glial cells, just whatever the brain goo. None of the vessels or
Yeah.
any,
It's not-
the less important parts of the brain that if it grows as like a benign tumor, you can just take it out. Doesn't really do anything. So
Yeah, the first doctor's guess was oligodendroglioma.
oligodendroglioma. That's what. Yeah, the
I know
guy
you guys
that
are saying words I've never heard.
totally doesn't matter because he's probably wrong.
Or
Yeah.
anaplastic oligodendroglioma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can spell that. I can spell that.
But
Don't
we've
worry.
learned it.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So
have
they
a
give
flying
you,
desk.
I mean, at least like, I guess something to.
Yeah, just to make sure that seizures don't become a problem. As
Yeah.
long as I'm like not drinking, not fucking sleep depriving myself.
For sure.
I should be fine.
Yeah.
So sleep and drinking are the things they kind of like said to stay away from. Like, are there specific things that you've maybe had to curve?
Just like
They're like, hey,
healthy living.
yeah, they're like, hey, healthy habits. Check
figure
it
it
out.
Because I'm
Check them out.
hey, maybe
Yeah,
you should
right.
have done this earlier. You wouldn't be in this situation.
8 hours of sleep, water. Have you heard of it?
Hey, maybe not video games at 3 a.m. Maybe not that.
Hey, it's just the universe saying Spider-Man's not that
It's
cool.
not that fun. It's kind of played. The last movie was hyped.
Yeah, it was overdone. So is there future plans already?
Next week, I'm going in for another consult because I'm getting my care through the VA, but they're dog shit because they're the VA.
Yeah.
So
The
you have
doctors
to
are great, but the people that
establish
work
care
there,
first.
ugh,
Yeah.
it's really hit and miss. They're covering it, so
Yeah.
that's nice. And they're sending me out to community care outside of the VA. They work really close with CIWO and shits,
Yeah.
so I'm going there for a consult this next Thursday. They're gonna basically go over here's what we're gonna do for the biopsy. And once we actually get that out, run tests on the matter in my head, they're going to know what the options are. So from there, hopefully, I mean, like, because it's in a tough spot, it's next to some like motor function shit on the left side of my body. I don't
Right.
think they're going to be able to pull
Right.
all of it out. What?
Did you say right? Your right side?
Yeah, but your brain switches, Mom, you healthcare professional.
Oh, I thought you said.
I'm like I said,
So where it is, it's in the frontoparietal,
Yeah.
close to the parietal. It's in a crevice, and in that crevice, there's stuff for my left arm and my left leg. So I don't think they're going to be able to pull it all out without fucking me up a little bit.
damn.
They're going to be able to get something out. They're going to
Yeah, you have
fucking
a
ventilate
fold.
my skull like a Victorian mental patient and pull some out. And then here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they pull some out, and then he sees it, and then he looks at it, he's like, what is? And he tastes it a little bit. He's like, it's a Drake's coffee cake.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. What is
How did I get in there?
what is a hostess doing in your brain?
I thought this company went under.
Yeah. This is vintage.
I
Um,
honestly thought it was some of the stuff he stuffed up his nose, and I had to take him to the doctor.
When I was a baby.
He's
Yeah.
a bad
Did you ever see
Lego in there?
Yeah. Did you ever see that Simpsons episode where they pull a crayon out of Homer's brain and all of a sudden he's like smart?
God
and everyone
damn it!
everyone
I'm a
hates
fucking
it.
hack.
No, it's just funny because like yeah, then he just jams the crayon back up there and
he's a normal.
Yeah,
He's a
normal.
lawnmower man. Shit.
yeah, dude, lawnmower
That's
man.
probably just the title of that episode.
lawnmower man.
Lawn Homer
shit.
Man. It's probably Lawn Homer Man.
Lawnmower
so
man
see where
was
the
a weird
pink and
one.
the blue is?
Oh, we
It's
got
probably right in the middle of the right
the
towards
cerebral
back towards the
cortex.
end of the pink,
Floating over
closer
the
to the
limbic
blue.
system.
But you know how the brain, if you were to look at the brain from the top,
for the
there's a
listeners we're
slit
looking
down the
at.
middle. It's in that middle fold right there.
That purple shit.
Yeah, right in there on
Oh.
the right side.
Right. Yeah. Right there. Pretty much.
No, up higher. Up higher.
In between
Up
the
higher.
red and the
It's
purple?
still in the red. It's right towards the back, close to the purple, but in between that fold.
On the line of the purple and the red.
Right about where the hand is now.
This is the best
There you go.
audio we could get. Purple, red, purple brain.
Look up any picture of a brain. We're probably nailing it.
I feel like we sound like the doctor sounded like when he entered the
Yes,
room.
the first doctor.
It's gonna be the
Genuinely?
purple red.
A little bit. The purple
Right,
red bit.
forehead, forehead.
Move your hand. No, move your hand.
I'm not gonna touch you. But move your hand.
I'm not gonna do it. Your
Right.
brain's out.
What if the tumor is where all your humor comes
Yeah.
from?
That's not.
That's not. That's not.
Okay, fair enough.
It comes from my
Then
balls.
he'll go from funny to smart.
Pull right from a chutzpah. That's where my fucking instinct.
So in a week, you'll get to know a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they can pull a lot of it out. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Is it something you get to like take home in like a doggy bag?
Definitely,
already asked.
decidedly not.
Oh shit! Of
That's,
course,
that's
he
another
asked.
reason why I didn't want to name it.
That's why we like. That's why we bond. is
Because I
was
wanted
like,
a mason jar with that, like, the
Can I pickle it?
tan tape with the set of Zeke on it, and I am gonna have it. No.
A little string wrapped around. Sits
Yeah.
on. It's
It's like I
shelf.
caught a fly
Yeah.
and keep a pet.
Show it off to all your guests that come over.
Just
Yuck.
keep it in a jar next to like a dog
I said,
fetus.
yuck.
You were O'Shea's mother. You were on vacation
Correct.
when Oshee
In
called
Florida,
in
even.
Florida, which I heard tumors blossom in Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like orchids.
Just a
They grow
random
in
fact.
Just a random rumor about tumor.
There's a rumor
A little Florida rumor that tumors blossom. And you were like kind of on your way back home, and you live in Montana still.
I'm actually going to school in Montana. So my flight was leaving Boston and stopping in Denver and then going to Montana, and I just stayed.
Yeah.
I missed the last leg of my flight, stayed here in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's heading back up there so she can grab a bunch of shit and get ready to come back down, help me before I
Nice.
go into surgery and shit.
Right.
Because she's going right back to school.
Yeah.
And like she's gonna have to do distance learning and stuff. And like as soon as she's like, "Hey, my kid's got a fucking
Yeah.
a knot in a crotch of a tree in his head,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, go ahead, go hang out.
For sure.
Yeah.
We don't got to worry about you.
Yeah.
You're on the dean's list. Who gives a fuck?"
For sure. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that you can be back down. Denver's a cool place to hang out.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
this
nice.
guy's all right. This guy's all right.
Pretty cool.
He's all right.
Yeah, I took her to a couple comedy shows yesterday.
Yeah.
You were there for that one, the one at Molecule. Did you stay for my set?
Unfortunately, I headed over to Monkey Barrel. I know.
No, it's fine.
Typical asshole.
Oh, you missed a good one.
No, it was fun. And then
It was a ripping room.
I went up 36th.
Why is Damon such an asshole?
Exactly.
I didn't even mean to name drop, but
No one knows who he is. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna quit. But no, I went up there. I was like, that was
he
great.
reamed him.
That was real nice.
good. You didn't make
No,
fun
he
of
didn't. He didn't make me feel any different.
him? Right? Yeah.
He's just a stickler for the rules. I'm just
Chop,
sitting
chop.
here
He's like,
sand.
Oshee hasn't even been here in 2 weeks.
pouring
What has he been dealing with?
the hourglass, like the days of our lives. And it was really nice of him to put me up that late so that my family could be there to watch an entire open mic, so that they won't be sad when I die. Oh, this is what he was doing? Okay. No, yeah. You know what? He was wasting his time.
Well, when I when I saw Corey,
Honestly, this is just putting him out of his misery.
that's got to be such a treat. 36.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, when I saw Corey go up, I was like, "Oh, O'Shea's
Oh,
probably
Oshee should probably go
Yeah, that's-
soon after this to promote the
Just-
show they have today as we're recording this podcast.
That's so generous."
And he gave him a
was-
big.
it
Oh, he's a Corey
he
Stevens or Corey Cooley's uncensored comedy.
How did
in
you
the
mix them up?
community? They're both.
Did
gay.
he bring you up with? Did he bring you up with the credit that you deserve?
Nope.
This next comic's got a
This
brain
guy
tumor.
here. At least he didn't cut my legs out from under me that hard. Yeah,
You know you show
this
up.
dude.
You show up to
This
you show up
fucking
to
guy.
Scruffy Murphy's, bro. That's 100%.
Oh,
Even
of course.
10 years down the road, I'm gonna be like, this guy
guy
once had a brain tumor.
He had a brain tumor.
The only
Could
guy.
come back anytime.
There's still a little bit
It's
left.
one
He
of
told
those.
We
It's
call him.
benign all the time, but constantly there. Oshee Baugus.
me. His brain tumor is like a recovering alcoholic. Never
Hey,
fully,
never really cured.
never really
Just
did.
in remission.
Funnier than Amy Schumer and with a tumor.
Yeah.
We've got Oshee
Oh.
Baugus.
Hey.
Hey, took all the bitch parts out of his brain with surgery.
He can't use his left arm and leg.
but it's Oshee
Boy, did
Baugus.
he start getting a lot of bookings.
Stand-up's gotten a little more difficult.
I will let him share the story, but
Hey, I don't
half
do
his
stand-up.
body-
I do Eileen. Am I right? Call me Peg. I work at the IHOP.
Do you like comedy? Do you like laughing? Do you like winning raffles and prizes? Do you like half-price burgers? Do you like, you guessed it, brain tumors? Well then come on down February 3rd. We're going to be doing the Broken Brain Benefit Comedy Show. It's a Thursday, it's 7:30. Donations at the door at the Irish Rover Pub, 54th South Broadway Street. We'll see you there.
Burgers,
Half priced.
specials.
Beer. Hey, thanks for joining me at the sewer. Thanks for joining me. I got my band. They're gonna come here. Oh, there they are. I told you they got a weird thing going on. Keyboard stuff. They're moving up in the world. But you know what we're doing? February 3rd. We're doing a benefit comedy show for my friend Oshee Baugus. Oshee Baugus has got something they say. It's called a brain tumor. It's okay, a brain tumor. He's got one. We're going to be raising money for him. There's going to be laughs, raffles, prizes, half-price burgers, beverage specials. Come on down, Irish Rover, February 3rd, 7:30, 54 South Broadway Street. We'll see you there. This is Mikey, and I'm out. Bye. Brain tumors coming in now. They're swiping across the American western slopes of... That's like a Native American song. This is good for Oshee.
It's tank battle.
Tank battle.
You ready? Let's try that again.
Tank
I like
battle?
this. We're going to war with his tumor.
Okay.
Yes. And you got to rally up the troops.
Okay. Let me
Let me put you in the scene.
get a character.
Yeah. Patton. Not Oswald.
All right, boys. Settle up. All right, boys. We're settle up. We're heading out in 0500 hours. You know the enemy. It's the brain tumor. So come on down. We're going to be fighting this brain tumor February 3rd. Me and the boys are going to be heading there a little early, set up camp. There'll be base camp. You can get there at 7:30, February 3rd. It's going to be the Irish Rover Pub's base camp. We're going to be fighting this brain tumor fist to fist, man to man. Me and the boys will already be there.
Fighting tumor with humor.
Tumors with humors. This one's tough. This is basically the same guy if he was like sophisticated from the last commercial. I'm taking Mikey from the subway any day of the week right now. There it is. Get it. It's the brain tumor. It got away from us once again. It's in O'Shea's head. No! Oh my God. I guess we're going to have a gathering. It's probably going to have to be February 3rd at 7:30 at the Irish Rover Pub. We're going to be doing comedy. We're going to be having raffles. We're going to be having prizes, half-price burgers, beverage specials. We're going to be taking this tumor on with all of our humor. So join us.
Please.
And thank you. Well, hello there. How's your day? Some of us just aren't so beneficial to have just a great day like you piece of shit. Okay? I didn't need an honest answer. I didn't need to tell me that you fucking won the lottery, okay? Some people didn't win the lottery. Some people won the opposite of the lottery. Some people got brain tumors, okay? And there's a lot of people that got fucking brain tumors. And there's a lot of people that deal with it on a daily basis. So therefore, I'm putting on a comedy show, okay? Putting on a benefit comedy show for my friend who acquired one of these so-called brain tumors. So come on down, February 3rd, the Irish Rover Pub, 54th South Broadway Street. We're going to be doing it 7:30. Half-price burgers, beer specials. The Broken Brain Benefit Comedy Show. Like I said, 10 years down the road, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm doing a stadium act, dude.
This next guy.
I am curious. So, because Corey is a very close friend to you, what was it like telling him? You know,
No, he
or
doesn't
the-
give a fuck.
Piece of shit. I don't believe you.
No, actually, that was like, no, it's just like in the group text. I was like, well, I got a brain tumor, so I can't
Well, and
go on
like,
the road next week.
Yeah, and like your reaction, or like you're just even your social media post.
Yeah.
I mean,
It started with a whelp. Well, got a brain tumor.
You guys, I got a brain tumor. That's the
Got a
accent I
brain
read.
tumor.
That's the accent I read it in.
Strikes,
Every time I see
cake.
Corey when he sees Oshee, it's like he has this guilty look on his face, and he's just got those. Have you ever seen the Powder Puff Girls? And when they start welling up with
Yes.
tears in their eyes,
And there's that
that's
wavering.
Totally Corey. Totally Corey.
And he just like does it. He's too manly to let it out,
Yeah.
or even like
No,
tell you his feelings.
deeply repressed with
Yeah.
When
drugs
he
and
touches
alcohol.
him a
Oh,
lot.
for sure. Yeah.
You know, honestly, it was like this before that.
Yeah.
he's
It's
collecting
just getting
his
a little
tears.
tighter.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
The
Corey.
embraces
In
are
fact,
longer.
He's moved. He's become more distant.
Yeah. Like, he stopped calling me. Doesn't
Yeah.
return my
God,
texts.
he's hanging out with his girlfriend.
Real
That sucks.
jerk. Replace
Maybe
my.
it's because your mother's here.
He is an awkward person around just, I think, women in general. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, he's just weird.
Oh yeah, he's fucking. Alcohol.
My favorite is to make fun of him, though.
You guys are doing a show tonight, though. Jester's Palace.
And what opportune timing it is, because this show, oh boy, let me tell you, it's we're doing the forbidden ritual. So like, we're gonna start out with we're gonna do like blue cards, like Norm show,
Sacrificing a goat.
sacrifice a goat,
Yeah,
or
that's
a
what I
joke.
picture.
Sounds pretty similar.
Goat
No,
or
seriously,
joke.
we're gonna
Yeah.
read one-liners until one of them doesn't work. Inappropriate one-liners.
Yeah.
And we're gonna like roll it up, stick it in a piece of sage, and burn it, and chant fake Latin at the audience.
Okay.
That's how we're opening the show.
Tight.
Probably gonna do a little bit of back and forth vaudevillian banter about my brain tumor.
Yep.
More than likely that. Then we're gonna have people come up, do their harshest material that they're like, I can't get away with this anywhere else.
Yeah.
And then close the show out. We're gonna do a kind of a rotating ritual at the end, but this one we're doing tonight is we're gonna be doing communion. So we're gonna take a famous food joke and we're gonna serve it as Holy Communion while playing like hymn music set to the joke.
I love the band Hymn.
Yeah,
The pentagram.
yeah, the heartogram
Yeah,
right
it's-
over your dick.
You're playing hymn music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sucked the penis fucking it. No, that's CKY. Yeah, I love Finnish death metal. That's great.
Yeah.
Which honestly, kind of the theme of the show.
By the poster, it looks as if that.
It's pretty much him. That's
And,
we're doing that.
Let me go to Mom. How proud of your son are you of this show? No.
You didn't see me cringing.
No, yeah. So we
That's
got
art
some
for you.
Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
and it's not laced
Oh, dang.
with anything.
Dang.
So yeah, come up, take your communion. We vilify you as a pope in our church, and then subsequently excommunicate you. That's
I'm excited.
and then
I'm
that's the
excited.
show, folks.
Instead of the bread of the Lord, you should be given dots of acid
Yeah.
with the Kool-Aid.
Wow, did you get really? Wow, did you get super into that?
I feel like
idea
that
for
was
no
also
reason?
a party you went to in the 80s.
Yeah, I was there.
A party
My
you
mom
went
once
to in the 80s.
tells me the story all the time because she grew up on the reservation,
Oh,
and her holy fucking
you
this
better
one.
shut up. I'm gonna hook. Yeah,
Well, let's do this then. Go on then.
let's go then. Let's
go then.
do this then.
Fucking she tells me this story all the time. I know. There's gonna be like 3 people. Hi, how are you, folks? Hi. Fucking, she tells me the story all the time. Her and her cousins and her friends are all just sitting in a fucking trailer because that's what you do on the res.
I mean, I've done it.
And
It wasn't even on a reservation.
Well,
Yeah.
basically the same thing. So one of her cousins or her friends just like all of a sudden kind of leans in to the circle, and they're like, "We should eat mushrooms," and she's like, "Okay, let's eat some mushrooms." She's thinking like shiitake mushrooms, and he's like, "I got some right here." She's like,
I was thinking stuffed
all right.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
"Yeah." She thinks it's fucking portobello's with fucking potato in it.
Nope.
And then like, "Yeah, have some." And she's like, "Okay, what is this, like fucking trail mix? What?"
Yeah.
Like mushroom. She starts chewing on it. It's like, this is fucking gross. Why are we eating these mushrooms? She's like, keep eating them. And then she starts getting high on mushrooms. She's like, oh,
This all clicks.
oh,
now.
this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, trailers aren't the ideal spot to do mushrooms.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't a trailer after I started having.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. When it turned into
a trail.
the Magic School
She had a
Bus.
vision quest.
Yeah. That thing started driving.
Let's do ayahuasca.
Yeah, well, and it's such like it's a drug that needs to be taken place in the right like mental setting,
Yeah, set
where
and
you're
setting.
like everyone is like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We'll all eat the same amount. We're gonna experience the same
Didn't
thing.
even say
Yeah,
magic mushrooms. They're like,
magic's
No.
the word.
mushrooms.
Like I slipped a roofie.
Yeah, is that in? That was in Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up at the Belknap Reservation there.
I'm from.
Peace out, B-Town.
Yeah, I'm from North Idaho, so I've spent quite a bit of time.
Oh, so you've been on a white supremacist reservation.
Yeah, you guys got reservations. We got compounds. So check it out.
Ruby Ridge.
Big fit. No. Anyway,
April 19th.
The thing I say about North Idaho is in Montana too, where it's like gorgeous countryside, subtle hints of racism.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Also,
Listen, you got to look for it, but it's there.
it's well. Also, when you're driving down like the highway and you see just a big old Confederate flag, you're like,
those are
we're in
weird.
North Idaho.
That's wild.
You're like, there's no part of any of this.
Because here's the thing. There's another state that looks like Idaho, up in the New England area. New Hampshire. Most fucking Confederate flags
Really?
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I went to basic in the South and was at like fucking Fort Bliss, Texas. Like I've been all around like all these fucking bases in the South.
Yeah,
Nary a fucking Confederate flag.
Yeah.
3 times in Plymouth, New Hampshire.
that's so weird.
A college town.
That's so weird.
Fucking wild.
It's so weird.
I didn't see it ever in Montana.
Yeah.
No.
Montana, North
I'd
Idaho,
say.
we definitely.
I
Well,
fought in
you're a
a
Plains
casino
Indian.
in Idaho, and
I've seen
saw
them in
a
the
lot
mountains
there
up
when I
there.
was there.
Idaho, well, in Montana, I think you're in Billings,
No.
or at least no,
North Central Montana.
North Central.
Right up by the Canadian border.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
flat and shit.
Um,
I've seen it in the mountains. My dad lives in the mountains now.
yeah,
And when we went there, I was like, oh,
like Flathead Lake.
Wait, you have a dad?
I know. What's up, Pops?
I've spent quite a bit of time like Whitefish, Flathead Lake.
Yeah,
That's the west side though.
sure.
West
By
side.
Idaho.
What's up? Is that near Bozeman? Is that up in that big ass
Bozeman?
valley?
No, it's
there?
over by. It's more closer to.
Missoula. I saw Willie Nelson.
Oh, okay. So that's like south.
I saw Willie Nelson play in Missoula. That was fun. I skateboarded the skate park.
It's just near Missoula on the road.
There's a weird, crazy like wave in Missoula that people surf. It's in the river. It's just one consistent wave that people.
Oh, there's
can-
like a weird little eddy in there.
yeah, and it's like the big. It's like one of the most popular, like forever waves. I guess you'd call it. I don't
Like
know
an
what it's called.
infinity.
Yeah,
pool
it's
or
just a
whatever.
bunch of geeks,
Fucking nerds.
surf nerds, bunch of gearheads surfing on a
Tan,
river.
blonde
Yuck.
nerds.
Yeah, these.
You said yuck.
Oh, that's
Yuck.
the rules.
Mm.
Oh, it's just like a white water
Whitewater.
rapids that
one-
just sits
yeah.
there. That's cool as shit. It's right next to like an old fucking like a
Well, and
sweatshop,
yeah, it's
sewing machine factory.
It's weird that in Missoula, Montana, they have a surf shop. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, there's people buying surfboards here for what reason? And then there's like 50 dudes down the way surfing on a river.
You ever go to the Testicle Festival?
Dude, I've heard it's a party. I've
I
never
fucking
been.
heard, dude.
I've heard it's a party.
There's a Mountain Man Festival too.
Yeah.
North up by Eureka,
That-
by the Canadian border.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard those festivals, especially like the Testicle Festival, is a like 3-4 day rager.
It's like fucking Burning Man type
It's
shit.
just redneck Burning
wild,
Man.
yeah.
Let's eat fucking testicles
Where
and
was
drink
it?
beer.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Eat them balls, boy. Fucking
They're not even that good.
no.
The
They're
dudes that
fine.
started Burning Man, they do this. They're the Cacophony Society.
Yeah, yeah.
They do all kinds of weird pranks where they sometimes will go to marathons
Dress up as Sam and run the other way.
and
yeah.
they run up the opposite way.
They had the first and last meeting of a secret society at a diner. It was just like at a Denny's somewhere.
Not secret at all.
Yeah.
I feel like Chapel Perilous could be its own.
It's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing that a little bit.
Yeah, after you described your comedy show for me this evening.
Right. I mean, like, we exalt you as a pope and subsequently excommunicate you. Yeah, that's kind of our deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be there. It sounds
I like
fun.
to say a different verb for poping somebody.
Yeah.
Exalt, christen.
I would prefer to get knighted.
vilify. I like vilify.
Yes.
Prefer to be knighted.
I am curious. So this is your second time in the hospital this
ordained.
year, right? Though, because your ear. Was that this year?
Oh yeah.
You got an ear tumor too?
No, that was the opposite. There was a hole in there. Fucking my ear got ripped out because I had 3 fucking half-ton slabs of granite fall on me.
Oh.
Or quartz, whatever the fuck it was. Point is, it was 1,500 pounds.
A lot of weight.
And that wedged me in between that and another fucking stack of them across the alley and that smacked me up.
Yeah.
Smacked my bitch up.
Did it
Fat
hit your
boy
head
slim.
at all?
A little bit.
Do you think it maybe caused a brain tumor?
You know what?
We asked that exact same thing.
No. Here's
Okay.
the biggest problem is like I ran into the lobby. I was like, hey, there's a guy. Am I 1,500 pounds? And then they brought me to convenient care in the receptionist's car.
What kind of name brand shit is that?
Yeah, I went to Concentra.
Convenient care.
I went to Concentra, and they they did the fucking finger test. And they're like, yeah, you're fine. They didn't do any fucking imaging.
It was like a high school football coach. He's
Basically.
like, you're fine. Get back
Yeah,
in there,
he
boy.
gave me a fucking slap on the tuchus, and he's like, you got 2 more before it's a problem.
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Like, literally, like I was telling him, as we were driving there, I'm telling the fucking receptionist, like, yeah, there's a kind of a halo of light that's slowly growing in my vision, and it looks like water. And this seems like an issue. And she's like, okay, they'll probably do a brain scan when we get there. They didn't.
Oh my god.
Could have caught this 4 months ago.
Yeah, because they're thinking it's 3 to 6. This tumor is anywhere from 3 to 6 months
Of growth. Yeah.
So
new.
so
Still
so
pretty new.
the universe
Yeah, it's
made a
happening
bunch of
fucking
shit fall on you.
August.
God damn it.
And
Even
it
though
didn't
they
fucking scan
said
my head.
it's new and it's about golf ball size or
Yeah.
about the size of this.
What is the? Do you know
A
the
little
size?
less than the size of a regular Sennheiser microphone head.
That's okay. It seems
I'd
fucking
say
huge.
thinner.
He said,
Like
That
diameter.
seems fucking huge.
Hey, any amount of tumor.
I think
I
Austin's
mean,
expecting like
kinda
a
huge.
penny size.
I don't know.
I
I
we
mean,
did too. We
you know
thought
what?
maybe a dime, a nickel.
You know how
and then
much-
saw the dimensions, and we were like,
Do you know how much material comes in a egg of silly putty? It's like a little bit less than that. I think is
you
about
got
how
a
big.
silly putty.
I got a silly putty.
You
in my
got a
head,
silly putty in your head. A little egg shape too.
yeah. Like after you've accidentally dropped it on the carpet a few times and some of it came out and
what if
stuck
it was
on
a
the carpet.
little? Yeah. What?
What if it was just some silly putty?
Yeah.
It's all the silly putty that I accidentally ate out of the carpet.
Just looks like
passing
chewed
out
up
face
gum
down.
with dog hair on it and pulled out of the couch
Or Drake's
cushion.
It's one of those
Coffee cake.
wacky wall crawlers that you get in the lobby of Walmart.
They're like, Oshee, this right here is what's causing those seizures.
Oh,
so the seizure made sense once they told us the size.
Well, and I feel like
Yeah.
also that's hopefully the way like your body and ultimately the universe is saying, hey, time to check this out. You know?
yeah, because I didn't have any other like neuropathy or like weakness in my face or my arms or
I felt like
no
I saw
other
you.
neurological
symptoms.
things.
Yeah, I felt like I saw you a few days before that. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I lifted a city bus.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
I mean, do you think that caused a brain tumor?
or I was watching Mystery Men. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's also a good flick.
It's a great movie. Fucking no, yeah, I was fine. I was completely
Yeah.
fine. Dealing with a little bit of residual
Was there any
pain
like
from that
headaches
fucking
or like
No. no symptoms, and then I just
That's
had a
scary.
seizure. And then, well, fucking, it's weirdly because was just going to happen, you know? Like, probably because I breathed in a bunch of fucking burning dead dogs in Iraq. That's more than likely what caused it. Doesn't seem like there's a genetic component.
Well, I mean, trauma. I mean, yeah.
So, like,
But
because a lot of people, they don't find this kind of thing. If it is the oligodendroglioma, whatever it is, or even just any sort of non-genetic, environmentally caused brain tumor that could be benign or worse, they don't know until way later.
yeah, or it's too
For
late.
like, yeah, like,
Yeah, it's in a deeper stage.
they could have found this in a decade. In my 30s, I'm not as young. I don't recover as hard. Like, I just could have. People find this like after they're 50, and it
Yeah.
takes them like 6 weeks of recovery after they get to the surgery, and then they got to go through chemo and like
Yeah.
all this crazy shit. So like, because this was gonna happen, I'm happy it happened now. You know, like I'm happy that I'm 28, reasonably healthy. Like this past year, you know, like I got a bike. I've been fucking
I've been
in the best shape I've been in a while.
No, and I was like stoked for you because that bike, I know that bike you got, and I was in possession of that bicycle for
Yeah.
a while, and I rode it regularly.
And like I was homeless in the Springs this past summer, riding a different, shorter, shitty bike.
Yeah.
Just pumping my fucking
I was stoked
pumping
for
my
you.
bunions, as they say.
Yeah,
And like I'm weirdly in probably the best shape I could going into chemo, which is so upsetting.
well, and I would keep up those healthy habits,
Of course.
just the regular sleep and maybe.
Listen, I would have given any other reason.
Yeah.
Like I'd take any other reason to stop drinking.
for sure.
But it just turns out this is what.
Well, I mean, like me as a recovering alcoholic, I'm always a fan when people do stop drinking.
Yeah.
And you were never like a bad person when you were drinking.
But it's not
You were
healthy.
No, but you were somewhat. I'm trying to obnoxious, I guess.
Sure.
Not even that. You just asked me for too many cigarettes. I think that was the problem.
You know what? That
You
really
smoke?
just turned into a bit. That really mostly just turned into a bit. I
know.
really liked how much it bothered you.
Well, it didn't even bother me. You were the one person I was like okay with it. There's other people
Sure.
where I'm like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
I know.
But you were. I was fine with you.
Right.
But I don't know.
like you said before, that monkey barrel shit, that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't drinking. You know?
No, but still.
I got into a fucking bar fight because I was drinking. You know?
And there's a lot of other things that happen, but I always appreciated you as the genuine human that you are, even when you're like sober.
Sure.
Like there's a lot of people that will have to drink to be a decent hang,
Any sort
or
of like
just like more
shade of honesty is
Yeah.
actually who they are.
And that's what
Yeah.
I mean. I feel like you've always been genuine.
Drinking would just amplify
Yeah.
it for me, really.
Yeah. Well, and I've made fun of you lots of times where you just, I mean, you take a joke like a champ, and it's never like anything hurtful because it's always for the laugh, and you understand that too.
Yeah.
But
Like I don't joke with people I don't like.
Yeah.
If I'm making fun of you, because it's like I saw something in you, and
Yeah.
I like you, and you're a piece of shit. So I'm gonna let you know.
yeah, and I feel like your laugh in the audience is a genuine laugh as well.
Yeah.
If you get one of O'Shea's laughs on like a darker joke,
Oh, that's
know-
good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I know that.
Because it is like it can be low hanging fruit, but if you think it clever enough to where O'Shea,
Yeah, if you
Here's the
make
thing,
it,
that doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
If it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Whether it's clever or not, I don't give a fuck about being smart.
just
It's
funny
comedy.
is funny.
It's the dumbest thing you can
Yeah.
do with your life.
It is.
It's funny. That's what it matters.
It's supposed to make you laugh without you controlling it.
I mean, shit, that's why I'm doing this show.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing the Forbidden Ritual Occult Comedy Showcase at midnight on Friday.
Cult comedy. I like how it sounds like a cult classic, but it's
Yeah.
just cult
No, it's
comedy.
just an occult cult.
Yeah.
It's a regular cult.
It's a regular cult,
gonna
but with
give out-
comedy.
Kool-Aid jammers.
should I bring candles?
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I feel like
We'll see what the zoning issue. They don't have a liquor license yet, but we'll see.
that place could totally turn a
You're like,
blaze.
is it okay if we paint a
You
paint
almost died there. Don't bring
Yeah.
candles.
Yeah, I know that was cool.
Fucking Mr. Sound
Were you
Engineer.
there? Oh, you were there
He did
for
the
that.
same. I wasn't even there for that.
Oh,
But he
no.
just did the same things. Like, oh, let me whip these cables out like a fucking bag of laundry. See if that doesn't electrocute me again. Don't bring candles.
Smack it like an old blender. Like, come on, keep moving.
That's how you
You hit
start.
the TV and it comes in clear.
I mean, that is all very, very heavy. I mean, like I said, I'm glad they They definitely.
But
But it is
like, by the time that they get any of this shit out of my head, we'll know if I'm probably gonna. What was that thing you were saying? Because there's chemo, there's radiation, the biopsy can get a lot of the actual mass out.
I was gonna
it's
get
probably
into
gonna be
it.
something that I'm gonna deal with for the rest of my life. I'm gonna have to go in every year, get a scan, see if there's any more growth. They might have to fucking. They're probably eventually
If
gonna do
it's
another
what they
biopsy.
thought it was, oligodendroglioma, if it's that, it's never go away. It'll regrow and he'll
It
have
doesn't-
another surgery to have it removed.
It could be like by the time that it grows to the point where like it would kill me and it gets malignant and it's a problem, I'll be like 80.
Yeah.
You know?
There's people
Well,
that
and
have had 5 craniotomies from this oligodendroglioma. Yeah.
Which that'll suck as I get older, but like first few, it's not bad.
First few. Well, let's hope it's just the one.
Hopefully. No, that would be great. But
Because I was gonna ask, like, so like even if they're able to get most of it out, you still doing, chemo?
well, they don't know
It's
because
gonna be
they
a medication for the rest of his life.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have
He'll be
something
on
to
it the
like
rest
keep
of
it
his life.
small. They're always gonna be looking at it. It might become a problem in like later stages of my life when I'm older, where just my immune system and the
Your body
cells,
stops,
the
yeah.
fucking mitosis didn't work so good. And but at that point I'm gonna be fucking old anyway, you know.
Yeah.
So whatever. Fucking yeah. So
Yes,
like
but what do you consider old?
75.
Okay, I like that.
That's that's a decent age.
Yeah.
If you're
Because
making
shit,
it,
man.
I'm in
My brother was just
50s,
telling me.
Yeah.
so-
What his friend, his dad had cancer for 15 years at the end of his life until he's 90.
90.
He had cancer for 15 fucking years at 75.
yeah,
I'm fine with tapping out at 75. my
yeah,
dude.
dude, yeah. That's also just sounds like a buff old dude or a fighter. But that also seems like the reasonable age that you're like, hey, something popped up, bud.
Yeah.
Not 28.
No.
Nah, it just happens.
And this
though.
is something that
Here's the
happens
thing.
later
I
in life.
am a straight white man in the first world, and this is my penance for being so close to God. I'm not even fucking around. I looked up. I was like, "It was the drinking? Was it the smoking? Was it all the illicit drugs and the hallucinogenics I'd done?" And they're like, "Nope, white guy.
White guy.
It's the white man's burden." Because if you're on the top of the food chain,
Yeah.
your head is closest to God, and the beautiful shining rays of God
When your
are
heads get,
carcinogens.
our heads get too big.
Yeah.
So they got to be filled with something.
And I'm gonna get through this too because white men are the best. Hoorah! All right.
Do you think microwaves had anything to do with it? Is there a point in your life where you stuck your head in a microwave?
Only if microwaves are spelled MUSHRROOMS.
God, mushroom waves.
Mushroom waves.
But those, I feel
don't
like those
believe.
don't give brain tumor. Or do those give brain tumors?
If you
No, but smoking is
Terrence
still
McKenna,
the number one cause of cancer.
yeah, but I
Smoking
already looked it up.
cigarettes. Yeah.
No,
If
if it is the oligodendroglioma, it's like, yep, you're just fucked. It's
Yeah,
just a random thing.
oligodendroglioma is like a very rare.
Really? I was going
Rare.
to say, do you know the numbers of like other 28-year-olds in the world that have brain tumors?
I mean, like, people are coming out of the woodwork to tell me, like, hey, I also went to Iraq and was next to burn pits, and I have this exact same issue, and I take pills. Buddy in my unit, she had a brain tumor while she was still in the fucking reserves,
Jesus Christ.
and they shrank it. I don't know if they even did they probably did a biopsy. I don't know if they pulled it out, but yeah, she just takes pills now. You know, like she was the first person to donate to my GoFundMe, and
Okay.
it's like, yeah, I take them and my family.
The
and I'm
after
fine.
effects from the burn pits, like that's not a uncommon thing.
No, yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
and we just
No, there's an
had another
insane
guy,
amount
too.
of burn pit
Did you fall down
cancer
like...
instances in young soldiers.
I was going to say, did you fall down like a Reddit thread?
No, I knew about this, and
Really?
it's just like people tell me about it.
people contacting us. Just somebody yesterday contacted
It is
us.
a wildly common thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unbelievably common. I didn't even know it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
until
And
they
that's
started
like,
telling me that.
yeah, that's like the thing of, because we were talking about this the other day, all cancer is environmental, but only 80% of it is genetic. It's like that's kind of number. 80% of cancer is genetic. It's like you have predisposition. All of it's environmentally caused. So like all this burn pit shit,
Yeah.
that's that 20% of like you don't have any genetic predisposition, but you're around a bunch of fucking dead dogs in a pile of fire,
Is there any? Yeah, that's crazy.
and now you got a fucking oligodendroglioma.
Is there any family history? No.
Not for brain cancer, no.
No.
My grandpa had was it lung?
No, he had
Liver?
liver cancer first, but that was from drinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like it's self-induced usually.
He
Liver
drank
sounds.
every he
Liver
he
and
was
lungs,
in the
I feel
military
like.
many moons ago.
Lungs
saw
can be
his
just
best friend
like-
killed and
Yeah.
drank every day, morning,
Yeah.
noon, and night.
Lungs are a tough one because you can just breathe in brake dust. And
Well,
sit
that's
your whole
what.
life.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was lungs might be a little bit different because you do get in areas where you're like, this is.
Yeah,
I'm not supposed to
honestly,
be breathing
here's
right
the
now.
thing. I thought it would be lungs. If I was going to guess, whatever cancer I'd get, thought it'd be lungs.
Yeah.
All those cigarettes I stole from you while drunk.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad
your
it's not. I'm glad it's not lungs. You know, I would have felt guilty at that point. If I was giving you cigarettes and you had
And I
lung
got lung
cancer,
cancer.
even like if you've already had it, and I've been like, yeah, I've just been giving Oshee cigarettes,
Jesus.
and you just told us all that I've been doing it for like the last year.
Yeah.
I would feel much more guilty if.
But if it turns out that smoking is a factor, I will let you know.
Yeah,
After the bio.
please, just so I can, I guess, feel more guilty.
No.
But
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I wanted to bring up the fact that this is a weird thing to live through.
yeah.
Because it does kind of feel oddly low stakes in a strange way.
Well, I saw you first on New Year's Eve. You joined us, and it was a very fun night. It was rowdy.
really fun
People were like too.
I hadn't even really started freaking out, like at home, having panic attacks and shit by
Yeah.
that point. Because I'm kind of like, you know how you kind of like was a small, slow pendulum swing of like, I'm freaking out or like I feel free. Like
Yeah.
you kind of have this, you swing back and forth between feeling free and you're like, I'm a master of my own mind and decisions in the way that I interact with the world. And then it swings the other way and you're like, I'm trapped by reality.
For sure.
That happens. It's a
Yeah.
low vibration. This is a fucking huge.
Definitely.
It's the same thing going way farther in each direction. You
Well,
know?
and it probably just comes in waves where you'll have moments of laughter and giddy and like hanging out, and then you fucking have a moment to yourself, and you're
Yeah.
like, the fuck.
in the middle of laughing.
Yeah, that's a tough
Yeah,
one.
it's
for
fucked
sure.
up because it's like this is re-solidified. Like I was already kind of on this path to where I'm like setting up my life to what I want it to be.
Yeah,
I'm going out on the road doing comedy. Like I'm starting my career.
momentum.
I have
It's all-
momentum.
what's all
I'm
we're
doing
looking for.
exactly what I want to
Yeah.
do. I'm going out in front of the audiences I want to be in front of. I like in a lot of debt and shit like that. and-
Welcome to the club.
of course, but like I was like, I'm not doing a deferred life plan. I'm doing what I want to do right now, and I'm fucking doing it.
Feels
and
good.
It's great. It feels really good, and this kind of like simplified and solidified that even more. Where I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna do literally anything unless it's in service of what I want my future to be and my health. That's it. And really, the only thing that really matters is my health. And it's very simple that it's like, that's the one thing. That's the only thing I have to worry about right now. But that's frightening as shit because it's the only thing that matters.
For sure.
That's like, that's the one thing that can fuck up.
For
So
sure.
if that fucks up,
It's
that's
like,
it, you know?
It's like tunnel vision, but
Yeah.
then the tunnel vision directed on something that's so unpredictable.
Right, but it's like I don't know. It seems weirdly simple. Where like literally every moment of my day is like I'm completely free in a weird way.
I understand where there is a sense of freedom where you have 5 necessities. You have to
Right.
eat, drink, sleep, piss, shit.
I feel amazing physically, weirdly.
Well,
Like,
and I mean,
my
like you
skin
said,
feels softer. Like
Yeah.
it's weird.
um,
I'm weirdly kind of like I guess a lot just from like stopping drinking and smoking, and my mom's been here and taking care of me and feeding me and shit for the past week. I feel great and I'm
Yeah.
happy about it. Like I went in to the doctor this past Wednesday and I stepped on the scale and I had my boots on. And I was like, I've been hovering around 180. It's probably or 280, 180. Jesus Christ, I wish. I've been hovering around 280. I'm like, it's probably gonna be around 280. I get on the scales, 273 with boots on. Look at that. I lost weight. That's great. I don't like the context in which I lost weight. I don't like. I'm
But
not crazy
still,
about
like-
what that could
I
mean.
feel like it was a healthy loss.
I know it was a healthy loss, but it's just the thing. It was that because of the good decisions.
Yeah,
I
wait
made?
until they cut that thing out, dude. 272.
Golf ball less.
272, baby.
Definitely.
I mean, top flight's not. It's probably
Yeah.
even less than that.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I mean, you're stoked. You're stoked on life.
I know.
Besides this one
Because
little.
it is like, this is just a hiccup in a weird way. Where
Yeah,
like, I had my mind right. I had my mind right before this happened. I'm like, I'm on a fucking road and I like where I'm going. You
Yeah,
know?
I
It's
mean-
like, well, this kind of changed a couple things. It's like, I'm trying to get a lot more assistance from the Veterans Affairs and the government, try to get my money right and try to not let this fuck me up financially. A lot of people have been really nice about like donating money on GoFundMe. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you would like to put it out to the listeners, your GoFundMe.
Sure,
feel
yeah.
more than welcome.
You could probably put it in the description. It's like
Okay.
a link.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you just like
That's what I figure. I
search
just
my
wasn't sure.
name, GoFundMe, you could probably find it. There'll be a link in the thing. Like I'm bringing like a fucking Venmo, like QR code for that and
Yeah.
GoFundMe. I'm gonna bring that to all the shows that we do at Jester's Palace and shit. If anyone feels like donating, it's on my social medias, all that shit.
I have a couple people that I've been working with. We're looking at the first or second Thursday of February at the Irish Rover.
Want to do a benefit show?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. I fucking love Rover.
Yeah, and I figured Oren is easy in that back space. We don't even need to take up the whole dining room. We can take up that back patio
Yeah,
and just put 25 people in there, do donations.
yeah, I fucking rule.
I can't actually a food drive. It's gonna be a can. If you bring canned food, you get in free. Just joking.
I thought that was actually going somewhere.
No, it was supposed to be
I was
more
like,
of a
"You're gonna
joke.
do a food drive,
Nope.
and then go to the bank, and then they'll reciprocate.
Yeah. No, it'll be straight.
$25. No,
It'll be straight
nope.
donations.
You're
to,
a dick.
You, Oshee, a few times you've said the word free. I think that's tight. You
Yeah.
feel very free.
Because I felt very free before this, but now that it's like, well, fuck, man, it's high stakes. Everything that I do, it's like,
Simmer down.
it's wild how like, I don't know. I think it's just reframing shit. It's like,
Well, I mean, I was gonna ask, can you imagine if this would have happened in like the depth of depression?
oh my god, you know what? Probably would have helped, honestly.
Well, I mean, it would have. I think you switched the fact that you were already in the, like the coming up of like feeling better and having healthy habits, that happening, like you're already on the right.
Yeah,
You got a foot in the door, you know.
sure.
But if this would have happened when you and Nylan were fucking boozing in a basement
Yeah,
apartment
that
for
was
fucking,
that was not a great.
so it's like,
I think
Working
the
at that
family
liquor
support
store.
and everybody who came together
For sure.
for
That's
all
the
this,
other
I think
thing
it would
too.
have been.
Is that's yeah.
I mean,
that
if
would have happened.
All of us.
When
It
was the
just
last
feels
time you
so
saw Mom?
nice. Fuck. It's been a
Patty's
while.
wedding.
Yeah,
Almost a little over a year ago.
A little over
probably.
a
Or
year,
no,
yeah.
it was about a year ago, right?
about probably.
It's always
Well,
nice to
it-
see family, but it sucks when it's something tragic.
Well,
this is
I
like-
had a plan to come see him
Yeah.
in March anyways.
She was gonna surprise me, and then someone else
I was
did
going
first.
to surprise him, and then I got that phone call, and he was diagnosed that morning. I was here the next morning.
Yeah.
So
Just weird serendipitous with those flights, but yeah.
And
Fucking,
I mean, I think the community that you're a part of will.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all
oh
assholes.
my god, the majority of the people on the fucking the GoFundMe, it's all comics.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
at least $5.
A
Fucking
lot,
rules.
I'm in the
care
medical
for you.
field, so a lot of my coworkers,
Yeah,
and
her teacher, her
students, my
fucking, like-
teachers
Yeah.
have donated. So
her
it's
advisor.
amazing.
It's great.
Teachers, healthcare workers, and comics, the poorest
Yeah.
people.
You know, like,
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We
Do
all
you-
want to contribute.
I'll name drop. Do you know? Remember Candace Wells?
yeah.
she really wanted to do the benefit show, so she's working with
Sure.
me and Oren, and she's dealt with
she mentioned that to me.
yeah, and
That's how I
she
remember.
dealt with like cancer and being like randomly diagnosed.
Yeah, she reached out immediately, and she
For
was
sure.
like telling me about like Vindra yoga and stuff like that. And
She and she is like a healer,
She also transitioned into sobriety, right? Due to that kind of stuff.
and I think she was on her way to sobriety. I think she went sober first, and then
Yeah.
like a few years into it,
We
was-
definitely like had conversation when like at Jeremy Cash's house
For
party
sure.
thing, or how like we kind of clicked immediately because like oh yeah, broken childhood,
Yeah,
I fucking see it.
Well,
on
and
you.
it's and like we got coffee the other day and talked about doing a show for you and stuff, and yeah, I mean, I think we were just talking about how I guess attracted to people's like stories or people that have a story in general. And I feel like most people that I connect with usually have something to offer as a background. Or
Right.
like, hey,
I mean,
we've dealt with it.
unfortunately, that kind of usually pans out as like some fucked up shit.
Oh,
happened.
for sure. Yeah. I mean, but also
Make
it's,
something out of it.
yeah. I mean, even just like I said, you've lived life and people recognizes real. That's for sure. But
Okay,
she's
well, the
super
sun
dope.
shines.
And she wanted to do the benefit show and help put that together.
Yeah. Yeah, the rules.
I forgot why, but she's dealt with cancer, I guess, too. Trying to think of why I brought her up.
Oh, I can't wait to drink all this Ensure. That's really what I'm looking forward to is that chalky chocolate milk. Man, that's great. There's another thing that keeps
More
happening.
Ovaltine, please. Remember those
Let
commercials?
me get my decoder ring.
More Ovaltine, please. That's a gross
Mikey
beverage.
likes it. Okay. There's this one thing that people keep like bringing up. Ollie did it last night after my set where he's like, oh man. Well, he started with like, what a bummer. But it's just, that's always fun.
Yeah.
But he's like, yo, if I was in your position, God, I would go to every single bar and club in town. Walk up to every chick.
Yeah.
Be like, what's up?
What's up?
Got brain cancer.
Yeah.
Want
You
to
got-
fuck?
You got a fetish for tumors?
Trying to fuck a dude that you might be sad about later.
All kinds
Which
of
is-
things in my body are swelling.
Yeah.
And it's getting bigger.
It's getting bigger. Never go away.
Which until you are facing a brain tumor, you don't realize how much that has an impact on your libido.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about that specifically that keeps like bothering me because it's came up a few times
Really?
where it's weird how much it's come up.
That's funny.
Where people are like, what are you trying to fuck? Trying to go out pumping? Where it's like, imagine
Just want to remind everybody his mother's in the
my
room.
mother's here.
Yeah. I know.
Imagine someone walks up to you.
Why don't you walk us through it? Tell us how you do it.
I'm kind of trying to.
Okay, yeah. Paint the picture. Austin's a pretty girl.
Hello, madam.
Madam.
It's good to see you. Doff with the cap. I've worn my best bowler. Is your dance card full?
I know. I like how you picture it as like a
By the way,
Victorian era brain tumor.
as I pull out my pocket square to dust off your glass slipper, pin a corsage in your wrist. I have cancer. Want to fuck?
Yeah. DTF.
That's such a proposition.
That's weird. I mean,
I like that in itself is like,
What would you do if they said yes?
they're like,
yeah, like
They're like, okay.
that you're into that shit. Now I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
they're like, let's see if we can give him a seizure.
You fucking Black Widow. Jesus Christ.
Let's
You
see if
rock
we
Was
the
can.
that a
world.
seizure or was that?
Are you still okay down there, buddy?
Yeah.
There's
Pulsing.
Yeah.
a girl that picks up guys at like chemotherapy.
Yeah. Because like
Turns on strobe lights in her
I-
room just to see fucking magic happen.
because that.
That'd be a weird fucking fetish. I guarantee you.
Oh my god.
She's like, let me ride you. And then she just hits the strobe light. And you're like, oh!
Listen, it makes a lot
She's
more
just
sense when
going
the girl
crazy.
has epilepsy. Okay.
She's just going crazy.
No, it always reminds me, like, it's a few times people have brought that up. It reminds me of that scene from Fight Club where that lady's at the cancer support group in the basement of the church, and she's like, I just want to fuck one more. I got bottles of amyl nitrate. Like, I've been doing poppers, and they rush her off the mic.
I like the weird nurse that's like, have you ever slept with an epileptic guy?
Bragging about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a guy seize?
Like people think it's like people think that on the deck of Titanic, people are just pulling pants down and fucking like.
It would be
Like it wasn't cold.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't freaking.
Like
it was
there's
an
other
iceberg.
shit on their mind.
Yeah. You would have to have a weird state or a weird mind in general to be like, if the apocalypse was happening and like that classic, like we gotta fuck now.
Here's the thing. I just watched that Don't Look Up, that dog shit movie.
Oh my god,
That made a bit of sense.
Yeah.
Because there was this nice little, good cinematography, just this little shot. There's a balcony with like a pool and deck chairs. Everyone's fucking.
Yeah.
Up there. On the streets, everyone's killing each other.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
shit makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Definitely. And there's, I think at that point it's just animal instincts kick in. You're like, what am I
Brainstem
supposed
shit.
to do? Murder.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking if you
Yeah. Why is no one asking me, you going to go around murder?
That's exactly
You going to go
where I
around
was
a
going.
killing spree?
That would be, hey buddy, you got
You gonna
6
sit
months
through,
left. You're gonna
sit through rush hour traffic at 6 p.m. on a Friday? What's it?
You got cancer. You gonna start killing or
Right?
what?
What's up, dude? This is the
That
last
would
chance.
be, yeah. That would be. Hey, I knew a guy that also.
You gonna do embezzling? You set up a shell company? What do you?
You gonna start selling drugs for no reason?
Yeah, just Breaking Bad, my dude.
Yeah.
How many people fucking Breaking Bad when
Yeah.
they find out they have almost none?
What-
I'd hazard a guess and say 0%.
What-
Effectively,
If you were gonna Breaking Bad, what drug would you produce to pay for your brain tumor?
what is the? There's like this kind of
What's the one?
fun dip? No.
Fun dip? Pure sugar with a sugar cane.
Yeah, I would like sell Adderall, but it's a placebo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I
This
do.
this
Just
might be a
burn
bad
bunch of
question, but if you do go on the killing spree, who's number one?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
All right.
Just because if you're gonna go
he's
big,
he's a big listener, dude.
go big, go home.
He's like,
Big
Give you a
listener.
fucking people's elbow.
He's my number one guy.
And also, I'm teaming up with Stone Cold to do it.
oh, that's tight.
And then we'll go out like murder suicide.
that's
That
your
would-
Make-A-Wish?
That would
Yeah.
be so funny as a Make-A-Wish.
oh,
You're like, hey, I got
just
one
team
Make-A-Wish.
up with Stone Cold to kill The Rock.
Yeah. I'm a big
And then throw in
Hulkamania
Kevin Hart
fan.
because they hang out a lot.
Yeah. I'd like to get together with the Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan, and murder a couple people.
Yeah.
Make a wish before I go.
And then I'm gonna bang Bubba the Love Sponge's wife right in front of him. And then I'm gonna sue Gawker just for no reason. It's not even a company anymore.
I grew up listening to Bubba, the Love Sponge. That was my morning radio.
You are a morning radio guy. I told a guy last night that he looked like he was really into AM radio, and it crushed.
That is the meanest thing.
It crushed.
There was another, probably one of the best roasts I've heard in Damon, surprisingly, because he's not really a roasty guy.
Every once in a while, he'll take a
Gets
jab.
lasers.
Yeah.
And because it was so understated, he's like, yeah, give it up for Branson Knowles. He actually played Randall in Monsters, Inc. And no one got it, and I had to out loud. That is the most savage shit I've ever. That was mean.
Yeah. Scruffy Murphy's lately has been pretty ruthless where people are making fun of each other or like the room's just like broken and it's 5 comics just yelling at Jeff Cohen while he's on stage.
Oh, that's
He
fun.
dunked on everyone last week or a couple weeks ago. It was fun.
He gets what good ones in.
Yeah.
He
Well, all
definitely
he
turns
said
the
that he was
tables.
like, I paid rent with my paintings,
Ugh.
and everyone else just was
Oh
like,
my
or
God.
like
It
with
was like
my,
a-
it was
Like a
just funny.
3/4 burn that turned around on him.
No, it was just funny because we were all shitting on him, and then he just basically jabbed at us. Was like, "You can go fuck yourself. You're at Scruffy Murphy's on a Tuesday."
Sure.
So it was just funny because he dunked on everyone
God,
at the same
what a
time.
nerd.
He is. He was on the last episode, or just the episode we released.
My etchings. All right.
My etchings. He does. What kind of trouble did like Oshee get into when he was younger? Yeah. What?
Like
Actually,
killing
no, I can't
sprees.
say he was. He was. I can't say he was bad. He was actually awesome.
Yeah.
He,
I was fucking
he listened
frightened
well.
my whole life.
Every time something went wrong, I could go to Oshee and he'd tell me the truth. It
Yeah.
didn't matter.
Yeah,
That's
that's on my brother
Always
constantly.
told me the truth. And one time, him and his brother, in the I think it's
Brother
in the spring.
older or younger?
Older.
Randy, the one. Did you get to meet Randy?
I don't know if I met Randy.
He was
no.
just here yesterday with us.
Oh, that was the guy sitting at the table.
Yeah,
that's
He laughed
his
at my
brother.
jokes.
Oh yeah.
Tight. I wish I could have met him.
Nice.
Oh, I
It was
didn't
a
know
good
you did
impression.
that. Yeah, he'll be back.
That's fine. I just got brothers.
Like
and
he
I-
laughed. I like him.
Yeah, I made him laugh, so that's all that
He's
matters.
pretty cool.
You know the little white stuff in the spring that just starts building up, almost like the
Like
on a
spawn?
dandelion, you
Like
know, when you blow
froth
out that
almost.
little white,
Oh, the cotton
the
almost.
cotton,
yeah.
yeah, and it lines up on the streets and it's everywhere. Well, I don't know if it was Oshee or Randy because I never ever got the truth, but they started a fire.
Yeah.
They put a match on one of those, and it spun around the block, made it back to the tree, and started a fire in the tree. And the fire department had to come.
Man, I don't
Who did
remember
that,
that
Oshee?
part. No, the fire that I tattled on was the one we're doing fire walking in the backyard. There's this kind of like a tree atrium. It was like a weird, like a circle of small brush
That's
trees.
the same one.
That was the one that
It
started
was the
it?
same one. You guys
Yeah.
lit it in the street first. And
No,
made a
no,
complete
no.
circle.
It
Unless it went from
came
that.
from the pit.
He
Okay,
said,
who
"No,
did
I
it?
soaked that thing
'Cause
in
here's
gasoline."
the thing. We both did, but
Yeah.
See?
Randy
One
had the
person.
matches, but I didn't stop him.
What part? This was
So-
in
Both
Montana.
bad children. But Randy was the one
was
that had to
in
talk to the fucking fire department. That was funny. I
a
definitely
nightmare.
threw him into
It
the
was
bus
a
on that
nightmare.
one. But
Throw
no,
him under the fire
They're not
truck.
my kids.
hey, you start the fire, I'll fire walk.
Yeah.
But you start the fire. That's pretty much what it was.
O'Shea does look like his name could also be Randy.
Yeah.
Randy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're the same guy.
Those things those cotton things though are very flammable.
They are.
They like line up
Like,
in the
I was
street.
confused why we were in trouble because I was still fire walking.
Yeah.
And then mom runs out into the yard. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, right.
Like, what? How did
And
she
there's a
know we're
fire
in the tree
department.
atrium? She can't see the fire.
And
Yeah.
this tree atrium he's
I did
talking
it
about
one-
was like 3 bushes together. That's it.
I know. Yeah, we
But
were
they were
totally
so
nuts.
tiny, like 6 and 4, and
Little kids.
The original burn pit.
yeah, pretty much.
I did it one
That's probably
time.
the
Oh,
worst.
it's karma, man.
The worst thing he's ever done.
Was yeah. I'm like, that sounds about right in Montana
He was
though.
a straight A student, had a 4.0 GPA in high school until he started questioning
Jesus,
life.
mom.
And then
Alright,
brought
I'm
it down
late?
to
Fuck.
3.8.
Oh, making me
Bragging
feel
on
bad.
me, trying to pump that fucking GoFundMe.
Yeah, I got
Right?
it. You guys know what I got?
I
is
said
a-
was smart.
Yeah.
And he was
I'm a
introduced
fucking
to
idiot now.
So few moms get the option of being like, "Oh, you want me to tell you what my kid's done bad?"
My
and having
boy.
none.
Yeah.
Like being like, I mean, he's been pretty good.
Such a good boy.
Oh, I lit the yard on
God,
fire
what a good
multiple
liar.
times.
Fucking yeah, no.
I
Yeah,
lit the yard on
definitely. I'm a
fire.
good boy, and the picture on my GoFundMe is me after I came back from the Middle East because I'm a hero. And
No big
true.
deal. So
How
yeah.
long were you a member of our armed forces?
6 years reserve.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, not worth it. Oh, that is the one that I almost forgot. Don't join the army.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do
This
it.
is something I told both my boys.
I know. And
What was
wanna
the
listen
original?
my brother
reason?
started the fire. I followed him. My brother
Yeah.
joined the army. I followed him. My brother started a fire pit. I followed him.
Told both of them don't do it.
Yeah,
both
it's
of
a bad
them did it.
fucking idea. He
Turns out the
has
only original thing you've been doing is this tumor.
Right?
comedy.
Hey yo. Oh yeah.
Oh, comedy. He's Aida.
My brother's a pussy. He can't get on stage. National hero. Can't get on stage.
It is crazy public speaking for some
yeah.
people.
How many years into comedy?
5.
O'Shea? 5? So just under your years in the armed forces. How many
which one
times have
gave
you
the
killed
tumor?
in both?
0.
I don't know. I seen Damon. Was that his name last
Damon?
night? Flinching last night after you burned him so bad.
I like how you lit Damon up.
fucking
I've let him have it a
torrid, bro.
couple times of that molecule effect.
Oh, no, it's fine.
That's what I said. I said, why don't he just do them as they come in the door? Then they can come in and go to their next thing that they're
Listen,
doing.
of course I'm
That makes
entitled
zero
immediately.
sense.
I like how mom's now figuring out
I
the
have a
whole
brain
open
tumor.
mic system. She's like, this is unacceptable.
Right, let me
I
take
completely
you out.
forgot to describe to her that Denver's ridiculous.
Yeah.
in terms
Hey.
of what open mics are.
Hey, you come to Scruffy Murphy's, dude. I'll care about that tumor for
Hey.
you. Like I said, that's fun. That's why you're
Whatever.
getting
I
brought
wanted
up.
to elbow Damien last
this
night and
n-
take
Yeah,
over the
I'm
list.
not. I am immediately entitled, but like not that entitled, but a little fucking entitled.
No, but even if it's just the fact that, hey, this next guy has been told to
This
get 8
next
hours
guy.
of sleep by
guy's
his doctor
gotta get
because
outta
of his
here.
brain tumor.
It's probably not a good idea for him to be at a bar, really interacts with that dexamethasone, keeping his brain from fucking seizing up.
Yeah. That is
Oshee Baugus.
It is so funny that like you got out of anybody just got the weird short end of the stick last night.
The whole we left like 40 minutes before the show ended. It's fucking hilarious. But honestly, I was like thinking about it the whole time. Like, oh, I'm definitely gonna let him have it, and that's gonna be the whole set.
Oh, you slammed him bad.
Yeah. Well, and
He was like,
yeah.
well, and that's. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's not like you feel like. I'm not saying you. Yeah, should be.
I used the opportunity.
It's not like but also
I wasn't
like,
really that upset about it. Yeah.
But it is easy to get a laugh out
Hilarious.
of, for sure. If you're gonna get a laugh out of it, you might as well.
All right, I'm bored.
Do you have any questions?
No, I just feel like we've probably done enough time.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually ended off with if there's any questions for the guests towards me, but I really didn't want to make this episode about anything I got going on because all my shit is lame compared to.
You gay, bro?
No, I'm not.
Just checking.
Yeah, I do appreciate it.
I just wonder what guys, another guy will ask you if you're gay. How does your body feel when you ask him that? Do you get a ting anywhere or a?
Well, we've inoculized
Are you just
ourselves.
Nope, ship shape.
No,
Not gay.
It's a very open world now to where I have plenty of friends, and I mean I've had
Plus,
plenty of
Nut
weird
taps in middle
experiences.
school is like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. Ask me if I'm gay. Don't hit me in the balls. I don't care.
Yeah. Just don't touch me.
O'Shea, we recently shared a kiss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We made out. This is before
we
I
didn't
even had a
make
brain
out.
tumor.
Okay.
Well,
But
no, I was just like,
He got
I
Evan
don't
blushing.
know how
Do
it
I
came
need-
about. We were at Jester's Palace, and I was like, I'd kiss a dude. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. And then like 3 dudes lined up to kiss me, and they all gave me like a peck on the lips. And I was like, "You guys are pussy. Make out with me, homo."
That's so funny because
And then
I
the owner of
recently-
Jester's Palace like gave me a good one.
Oh
Gave me
yeah.
a smooch.
Yeah.
And now I have a show there tonight, Friday at
Ooh.
midnight, monthly.
kissing your way to the top. I love it.
Yeah, you really Epsteined me, or whatever.
8 hours
No,
of
wait, no.
sleeping your way to the top.
What's the Weinstein? That's what didn't Epstein me. He Weinstein me.
Yeah.
But it was mutual.
That's fun. I mean, I recently shared a kiss with Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
On New Year's.
You gay, bro?
I was no. He was my one and only.
Yeah, it is funny that we're all like, no, we're straight, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
kiss.
kissed though.
We are in a weird.
The only woman in this
triangle.
room I've kissed is my mother.
Yeah.
And tumors aren't
A lot
like,
of ass grabbing going on here.
Yeah, well, grab ass.
tumors aren't like herpes, right? I don't need to worry.
No.
Okay.
That'd be weird if it was.
But you do have AIDS.
Yeah. Definitely spread by kissing.
Yeah, I got cut up lips.
Cut up lips. Is there anything else that you would like to plug, share, talk about, tell the listeners?
Oh, listen to my podcast, Chapel Perilous. I actually just had my mom on. It was fucking fun as shit.
Nice.
Chapel Perilous. Look up me, Corey Cooley, Alan Bromwell. Eventually, I'll get back out on the road. We've been going out on the road past few months just to promote the podcast. But yeah, fucking
Thanks for the
Chapel
invite.
Perilous. Chapel Perilous. We'll have you back on, you
And
fuck.
we'll keep you
No.
updated with his care.
Yeah, definitely. We can, and if you want to record again, we could do it in like 3, 4, or 5 weeks or
Yeah.
whatever. And when you have more answers and something
Sure.
else to talk about.
Honestly, I probably have an opportunity to do it before that even.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know how quickly if I start chemo. What was the other thing? I forgot to ask you. What was there's the chemo, radiation, and then there's that other thing that targets it very specifically.
Monoclonal therapy.
Monoclonal therapy. Is that something that I might do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see it in what
about
in
crystals?
Cancer care, I know, right?
That
In
gives me
cancer
cancer.
care,
Amethysts.
in cancer care they follow
Quartz.
the American Cancer.
I almost got
Society
killed by quartz
guidelines.
already. Sorry, what were you saying?
I just say they follow the American Cancer Society guidelines when treating tumors, so it
Yeah.
depends on which one you have
Right.
and which therapy they'll go. I mean, it could eventually be that, but I think at first they're going to start with
Chemo, more than likely.
chemo, definitely, and depending on how much they get out, radiation. So if they could get 100% out, you probably won't have radiation and only have chemo.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
let's
cool.
hope for that.
How do they?
I mean, I definitely. Have you
do-
thought about a witch doctor?
No, my
Warlock?
uncle is going to come and
Hello,
do an
medicine
Indian,
doctor.
yeah.
He's native.
He's going to do an Indian chant over me, and it's going to help.
Tight. Just shrinks your head
I
accidentally.
have a question for the healthcare professional in the room. When they do the chemo and the radiation, there's still like masses in there. How does
Yeah,
it get
yeah.
out?
So it just shrinks.
Magic.
It kills the cells.
I
Remember I
poop
told
it?
you it's just basically that thing is a bunch of cells.
Yeah.
So the chemo is a cell killer as well as the radiation. So it's just breaking it down. Your body gets rid of
And
it.
just
the way it
naturally
gets rid of-
metabolize it?
Yeah, naturally metabolize.
So I poop it out. I was right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that brain isn't piss soluble, so I
Yeah.
poop it out.
It'd be weird if you threw up one day and you're like, oh, there it is.
That actually was. I was gonna do a bit at Molecule Effect where I forgot to do it,
Well, you're
but I was
too
like,
busy.
I'm not gonna do that. Like, the old man pretends to have a heart attack. If it feels like I'm having a seizure, I'm having a seizure. But I did eat a bunch of borscht earlier. So what if I do have a seizure? I'm gonna throw up a bunch of red weird matter, and you're like, "Oh, did he have a tumor or was he possessed?" No, that was a bit, but I did have a seizure. So
Just beats.
it's just silly. That's just listen. I'm a comic. At the end of the day, got to do some kind
You're a
of bit.
dork. You're a dork.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for having me, bud.
Yeah.
Chapel
Thanks for
Perilous.
coming by. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, and thank you, O'Shea's mother. You got anything going on February 3rd?
No.
I'm gonna be doing something special.
Really?
Something special for my friend.
I didn't know you had friends.
I do have friends,
Okay.
and one of them got a brain tumor. Thanks for bringing it up.
I didn't.
Well, you brought me down here 9:00 p.m.
I'm going to show you the stars.
Yeah, the stars. You're trying to finger bang me.
Trying.
Well, like I said, what are you doing February 3rd, 7:30?
It's around 7:30.
It's gonna be 7:30. You like raffles? You like prizes?
I've never won
You
anything.
like laughing?
I've laughed.
Okay, then. Well, come on down February 3rd, 7:30 at the Irish Rover Pub. We're doing a broken brain comedy show.
Okay. You thought right now was the best time to tell me while we're next to this creek?
You thought it was somewhat okay to bring me down here. I'm not even. You saw that guy we passed when we came down. His name. He just told us his name. It was weird.
Well, we didn't just see him. We heard him.
No.
He was yelling his name at us.
Yeah. Well, he made me feel uncomfortable.
You invited him.
Well, you know where you won't feel uncomfortable is at the Broken Brain Benefit Comedy Show, February 3rd, 7:30 p.m.
That's what she said to the guy, and then he started.
Yeah, well, I thought he would be a good audience.